Welcome to Mindset Tools. Take a moment just to arrive here. If you have found your way to this audiobook, it is probably because you are feeling the weight. Life in your 30s and 40s often feels like a perfect storm, doesn't it? The career you worked so hard to build is now demanding more from you than ever before. Your family needs 100% of your energy, leaving you with 0% for yourself. And the world outside, it just never stops making noise. The news, the traffic, the endless notifications on your phone, it is a constant hum of pressure. We wake up tired.
We run around all day putting out fires, and we go to sleep with a mental list of worries for tomorrow. We tell ourselves, I'll relax when this project is over, or I'll be happy when the kids grow up. But what if I told you that calmness isn't a vacation destination you visit once a year? What if I told you that calmness is a skill, just like driving a car or learning a language? Over the next 30 minutes, we are not going to talk about disconnected theories or wishful thinking. We are going to dive into the latest research on the human brain. We will walk in the footsteps of ancient Stoic philosophers who kept Roman emperors sane in times of war. And we will learn how your biology, your sleep, your breathing, and your food controls every emotion you feel. Our goal today is simple: to help you become the unbreakable version of yourself. Not a version that never feels stress, but a version that knows exactly how to handle it. Let's begin. Part 1. The Inner Fortress, Mastering Your Thoughts. Let's start with the painful truth. Most of your anxiety comes from one specific source. It's not your boss, and it's not your bank account. It is your own attempt to control things that are impossible to control. The ancient philosopher Epictetus taught a lesson nearly 2,000 years ago that changes lives. He said, there is only one way to happiness, and that is to cease worrying about things which are beyond the power of our will.
These are our thoughts, our actions, our words, and our reactions. Circle number 2. Things that do not belong to us. This includes the weather, the traffic, the economy, and, most importantly, the opinions of other people. The archer metaphor. To understand this, imagine an archer holding a bow and arrow. He wants to hit the target. He can choose the best wood for his bow. He can train for years to perfect his aim. He can check the wind, pull the string back with perfect form, and release the arrow smoothly. All of that is in his control.
But here's the catch. The moment the arrow leaves the string, it is no longer his. A sudden gust of wind could blow it off course, the target could move, a bird could fly in the way. If the archer ties his self-worth and happiness only to hitting the bullseye, he will live in constant fear. But if he ties his happiness to shooting the best shot I possibly could, he becomes invincible. He knows he did his part. The rest is up to fate. The practical tool, the control checklist. Let's make this practical.
The next time you feel pressure, maybe before a big presentation at work or a difficult conversation, do a quick mental audit. Ask yourself, what is in my control right now? My preparation is in my control. My breathing is in my control. My tone of voice is in my control. Then ask, what is not in my control? Whether they will like my ideas, whether the technology will fail, whether they are having a bad day. Visualize yourself putting the things you cannot control into a balloon and watching it float away. The moment you let go of the result and focus only on the process, the heavy weight of anxiety drops off your shoulders. Thinking traps. Cognitive distortions. However, even when we focus on what we can control, our brains sometimes lie to us. Our brains are designed to survive, not to be happy. In psychology, specifically in CBT, these lies are called thinking traps. Let's look at the 3 most common ones that ruin our peace. Trap number 1, all or nothing thinking. This is the perfectionist's curse.
It sounds like, if I didn't get a promotion this year, my entire career is a total failure. Or if I ate one cookie, I ruined my whole diet. Life is rarely black and white. It is messy and gray. You need to learn to celebrate partial victories. Progress is much more important than perfection. Trap number 2, catastrophizing. This is when your brain spins a small event into a movie script of disaster. Let's say your partner hasn't answered your text for 2 hours. A calm brain says, they are busy. A catastrophizing brain says, they are angry at me. Maybe they are leaving me.
Maybe they got into an accident. When this happens, play the lawyer game. Put your thought on trial. Ask, where is the evidence for this disaster? Usually, you will find there is no evidence, just fear. Trap number 3, mind reading. You walk into a meeting room and think, everyone is looking at me. They think I look tired. They think I'm not smart enough. The truth is, this is pure vanity. Most people are too busy thinking about themselves, their own insecurities, and what you think of them, just like you are. Realizing that people aren't obsessing over you is actually very freeing. Exercise, the stop method. So how do we fix this in real time? You're in the middle of a stressful moment. Your heart is racing. Remember the word stop. S. Stop. Physically stop what you are doing. Put down the phone. Step away from the computer. Do not react yet. T. Take a breath. Take a deep breath through your nose. Oxygen signals the brain that you are safe. O. Observe. Become a scientist of your own emotions. Say to yourself, I notice that I am feeling anger right now, instead of saying, I am angry. When you say, I am angry, you become the emotion. When you observe it, you create distance. P. Proceed. Now that you are calm, move forward with intention. Ask, what is the most helpful thing I can do right now? The power of now. Finally, for this section, we must talk about where your mind lives. Buddhism teaches us that suffering lives in the past as regret or in the future as worry. Peace can only be found in the present moment. Think about washing the dishes. Usually, while we wash dishes, we are rushing to finish so we can go watch TV, or we are angrily thinking about a conversation we had earlier.
Try this instead. Just wash the dishes. Feel the temperature of the warm water on your hands. Smell the soap. Listen to the sound of the scrubbing. When you fully inhabit the moment, there is no room for worry. Research shows that practicing this here and now mindfulness reduces anxiety dramatically. When you are stressed, try the 5-4-3-2-1 technique. It grounds you immediately. Look around and name 5 things you can see. Notice 4 things you can feel against your skin, your shirt, the chair, the floor. Listen for 3 sounds you can hear. A car outside, the hum of the fridge. Find 2 things you can smell and 1 thing you can taste. This forces your brain to land back in reality, right here, right now. Part 2. The outside world, relationships, criticism, and boundaries. So, we have learned how to control our own minds. But what happens when the outside world attacks? When a colleague makes a rude comment, when the kids are screaming, or someone cuts you off in traffic. We cannot live in a cave. We have to interact with people. But we don't have to be a victim.
Now we will learn how to remain bulletproof against the negativity of others. How not to get hurt. Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor, once said, "Choose not to be harmed, and you won't feel harmed. Don't feel harmed, and you haven't been." It sounds impossible, right? But think about it. If someone insults you, the pain isn't in their words. The pain is in your interpretation of their words. If someone says something bad about you, run it through a mental filter. There are only two options. Option 1, it is true. If they say you are impatient, and you are impatient, then thank them.
They just gave you an area to improve. Option 2, it is a lie. If they say you are lazy and you know you work hard, then their statement is about them. It shows their jealousy, their blindness, or their bad mood. It has nothing to do with you. Remember, anger is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. When you get angry and replay the argument in your head for days, you are handing the other person a remote control to your emotions. Why would you give someone you don't even like that kind of power? Take the remote control back.
Boundaries, the key to peace. A lot of our stress comes from being emotional sponges. We absorb the moods of everyone around us. Setting boundaries is not selfish. It is an act of survival. Think about the safety instructions on an airplane. You must put your own oxygen mask on first before you can help others. If you pass out from lack of oxygen, you are useless to your children and your friends. How do we set boundaries without being rude? 1. Time boundaries. We live in an always-on culture, but you are not a machine. It is okay not to answer work emails at 9 p.m.
It is okay to put your phone on Do Not Disturb. You teach people how to treat you by what you tolerate. 2. Emotional boundaries. We all have that one friend or relative who loves to complain. We call them energy vampires. They call you, dump all their problems on you, and leave you feeling exhausted. You are allowed to say, "I love you, and I want to support you, but I've had a really long day and I can't handle this heavy conversation right now. Can we talk about this later?" 3. The power of no. This is the hardest one. But remember, when you say yes to others, when you really want to say no, you are saying no to yourself. You are saying no to your rest, your mental health, and your family time. Dealing with criticism. When someone criticizes you, your biological instinct is to fight back or to run away. Try a third option, curiosity. Instead of getting defensive, act like a detective. If a colleague says, "Your project wasn't very good," don't snap back. Pause, take a breath, and ask calmly, "That's interesting. Can you tell me exactly what part didn't work for you?" This does two things.
First, it disarms them. They expected a fight, and you gave them a question. Second, it moves the conversation from feelings to facts. Forgiveness as a tool. We need to talk about forgiveness. This is often misunderstood. Forgiveness does not mean saying what you did is okay. It does not mean you have to be friends with the person who hurt you. Holding a grudge is like carrying a bag of burning coals, waiting to throw them at someone. You are the one getting burned. Forgiveness is a selfish act. You forgive to free yourself. You forgive so you can stop thinking about them in the shower.
You forgive so you can sleep at night. It is the ultimate act of letting go. Self-compassion. Finally, look at your relationship with yourself.
Imagine your best friend comes to you and says, "I made a mistake at work today." Would you scream at them? Would you say, "You are so silly, you always ruin everything"? Of course not. You would say, "It's okay. Everyone makes mistakes. You'll fix it." So why do you talk to yourself like a bully? Research clearly shows that people who practice self-compassion are more successful and less anxious than people who are hard on themselves. Next time you fail, place a hand on your chest and say, "This is a moment of suffering. Suffering is part of life. May I be kind to myself in this moment." Part 3. The maintenance, physiology, sleep, and habits. We have built the mindset. We have learned to handle people. Now we arrive at the foundation, the engine. You cannot build a strong, resilient mind on top of a broken body. If your biology is out of balance, no amount of positive thinking will save you. The power of sleep. Let's talk about the most underrated anxiety medication in the world: sleep. Did you know that sleep isn't just rest? It is active emotional therapy. During the night, specifically during REM sleep, dream sleep, your brain takes the difficult memories of the day and processes them. It strips away the painful emotions. So when you wake up, the memory is there, but the pain is less. This is why things always look better in the morning. But when you are sleep deprived, the connection between your emotional brain, the amygdala, and your logical brain, the prefrontal cortex, is broken. The amygdala becomes 60% more reactive. This means that when you are tired, a spilled cup of coffee feels like a tragedy. A small comment feels like an attack. So, if you want to be calm, you must protect your sleep. Keep your room cool and dark. And most importantly, stop looking at screens 1 hour before bed. The blue light from your phone tricks your brain into thinking it is daytime. The vagus nerve and breathing. You have a secret weapon in your body called the vagus nerve. It is the longest nerve in the autonomic nervous system, connecting your brain to your heart and your gut. When you're stressed, you are in fight or flight mode. You want to switch to rest and digest mode. The vagus nerve is the switch. How do you press it? Through your breath. When your exhale is longer than your inhale, you physically slow down your heart rate. Let's try the 4-7-8 technique right now. Inhale through your nose for a count of 4. Hold that breath for a count of 7, and exhale slowly through your mouth, making a whooshing sound for a count of 8. Do this 4 times. You will feel a physical wave of relaxation wash over you. This is biology, not magic. Use this before a meeting, in traffic, or when you feel overwhelmed. Gratitude, the science. Gratitude has become a buzzword, but the science behind it is solid. Our brains are Velcro for bad experiences and Teflon for good ones. We evolved to look for tigers in the bushes, not to admire the sunset. Practicing gratitude retrains your brain to scan the world for safety and happiness. Studies show that writing down 3 good things every day lowers cortisol, the stress hormone, by 23%. Try this tonight. Write down 3 things, not "I got a promotion." Look for the small things. The coffee smelled great. The sun was warm. I heard a good song. Over time, this rewires your brain to be naturally more positive. The gut-brain connection. Have you ever had a gut feeling or felt butterflies in your stomach? That is because your gut is your second brain. 90% of your serotonin, the happiness hormone, is produced in your gut, not your head.
If you eat highly processed food, sugar, and junk, you are inflaming your gut, which sends stress signals to your brain. Research has shown that people who eat a Mediterranean-style diet, whole foods, vegetables, healthy fats, have significantly lower rates of depression and anxiety. So eating a salad isn't just good for your waistline, it is an antidepressant. Summary and building habits. We have covered a lot today. We talked about Stoicism, boundaries, sleep, and breathing. But knowledge is not power. Only applied knowledge is power. Do not try to change your whole life tomorrow. You will fail. Start with micro habits. Here is a simple prescription for a calmer life. 1. The morning. Do not touch your phone for the first 10 minutes. Drink a glass of water. Take 3 deep breaths. Start the day on your terms, not the world's terms. 2. The workday. Set an alarm for noon. Take just 1 minute of silence. Reset your nervous system. 3. The evening. Write down your 3 good things and prioritize your sleep. My friends, we have reached the end of our journey together, but the real work begins now.
Remember, the goal is not to have a life without stress. Stress is part of being alive. The goal is to build a simple, relaxed mindset that can handle that stress. To know that you can control your thoughts. To know that you can set boundaries. To know that you can breathe through the chaos. You are not the victim of your story. You are the hero. And heroes are not born. They are made through practice. Be patient with yourself. If you fall back into old habits, that is okay. Just begin again. You have everything you need right here, inside you. Take a deep breath and go out there and live your life. Thank you for listening.